Hi my salty pecans, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Pamela, and on today's video I am going to be showing you some winter plant growth that my babies are, exhibiting. So I have some plants in this corner behind me, some plants behind you, I have some plants over there. So I'm gonna be just taking you along and showing you some plants in my collections that have been exhibiting lovely winter growth, and I am hell hype about that because some people be like, oh, plants are going to winter. Don't listen to that. Every plant is different, every plant parent is different, every household is different. So let me show you what's going on in my household. Y'all, welcome back. Let's go on ahead, and I'm gonna first show you all the plants that reside behind me. This is my filming space. I literally just created the space to house my plants because it's the perfect area. It's undisturbed. The cats don't really care too much about it, but also I have a chair here, this awesome leather chair that I actually thrifted. I found on the streets, and it was in great condition. I definitely inspected it for bugs, and then when I brought it in, I definitely sanitized this. But this was years back. Okay, this was like COVID, pre 19 years. Okay, so you can also find really amazing things that sometimes people just don't want anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna show you some winter growth that is happening in my plants. So let's go. So the first plant I do want to show is my Monstera albohana. She has just been enjoying. She's been enjoying her home here. She's been enjoying the care that I'm providing her, and she's been just doing her thing. I got her at the end of August for my birthday. Literally on my birthday, I think I unboxed this plant, and she's just been growing and growing, and she's given me just amazing new growth. So she is a little swole. She is a little preggo. If you can see that little swole right here. Okay, so Hannah is, getting ready to give me a new leaf. She's ready to grow herself a new leaf, and I'm so happy about that. The next new growth update is definitely this tiny little philodendron silver sword. Is it silver sword? No, this is the philodendron silver stripe, I believe. This is the silver sword, who is also growing beautifully. Do you see this new growth happening? Come on, y'all, look at that. All right, so let's go back to the silver stripe. I actually chopped this plant up and rooted it to give it a little bit fuller of a pot, and I'm getting new growth. Happy about that. This thing over here is a weed. I have no idea from what plant, but it's there, and you see it. I don't know where that's from, but that's a weed that's growing also. And if we switch over here, we have this, gosh, I think some sort of orchid cactus, and as you can see, it's growing. The orchid cactus is growing. I'm kind of like obsessed with this plant. It's so amazing. And if we just go back over here again, you can see my Hoya macrophylla. Let me zoom you all out. Let me turn my grow light this way. You can see all these little buds, right? Those little red tips are all new growth that's pushing through. So I'm kind of stoked. I'm super stoked actually. And last plant in this section before I pan you down is my philodendron bipennifolium. I did chop it up a little bit ago, and it's gone ahead and given this new stalk that is, pushing out a new foliage. Oh hey, little variegated string of hearts. Cute, pushing out new growth. If we go down here, let me show you all my ZZ plant. My ZZ plant is pushing out beautiful, beautiful new foliage. I love it. Love it. This is a Monstera Adansona my cousin got me for my birthday. I have some plants here rooting in water that are doing great, you know, growing their roots. Happy about that. Alright y'all, so this section right here is one of my windows, and I guess I'm just gonna show you all here. Look at my, I can just call it like a pink princess. No, it's a reverted pink princess, okay? I purchased it as a reverted pink princess because of all the green, and it's decided it doesn't want to be that anymore. So I'm gonna let it do whatever it wants to do. Okay, you are the boss. Next plant. Look at this pretty. Okay, you all cannot see this, but my Hoya Swiffer's tail is growing too. It's giving me new growth. So happy about that. I don't think I've ever shown you all this, but look at this. This is my Medusa air plant. My Medusa air plant has pushed out a new little, you know, a new growth. And then my other one did the same thing. So air plants are really amazing. And speaking of amazing, this Zabrina is, I forgot what is this, Haworthia Zabrina, is giving me a little spud. Hello, buddy spud. Oi. Pink Princess is also doing her thing, continuously growing like the bad bitch she is. And look at this Philodendron lupinum giving me new growth again, pushing out new growth. Let's just throw this here. We'll look at you later. I want to show you all this freaking string of turtles. My string of turtles is like the best, most prolific growing plant ever. I got this last year as such a tiny thing, such a little thing, and now look at it. Beautiful, 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 beautiful plant. Eventually I'm gonna have to repot it, but for now it's chilling. Oh, my Hoya Elagorium is pushing out some new growth. Happy about that. And my Hoya Australis is also pushing out some new growth. Lickety-pee-pee growth. And so is my Obovata. I nearly almost killed this plant. I also nearly almost killed my string of pearls. Happy I was able to save them. This is a new growth that's just popped out. You see how light green this is? Beautiful, beautiful. So let's just look in this little area quickly. This is the hypest. This is the most hype one for me. I've had this plant for a year and it has not budged at all. Not one single bit for an entire year. And now look at it. It has finally given me new growth. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy about this. Look at it, it's so cute. Oh, I'm so happy. I thought it was like a spent, basically, cutting, but it's not. Can I tell you, this plant never wants to stop growing. This is my Philodendron. Gosh, I forgot. I always forget what this is called. I always forget, but I'll try to put the name if I remember. But growing, always giving me new growth. This thing is like wrapped around because it's so long. just like my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. This plant, let me show you. Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, humongous sword plant, gigantic plant. It like winds and it does its own thing. It's huge, 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 prolific grower. This plant, don't overwater it. If you're overwatering it, then it's probably going to give you issues. So don't overwater it. Okay, so let's go to this window. I do want to show you my string of hearts, my variegated strings of hearts. I was a little neglectful of it, and a few of them did fall off, and some of them got ripped off. So be careful, be careful. But it's giving me a lot of new growth again. Prolific growing sort of plant, recommend to anyone to get in their collection. And of course, the regular green string of hearts, also recommend. I want to say my Monstera salty pecan is a really prolific grower. This plant grows insane, and so does my philodendron burley marks. This plant is always pushing out a bunch of new growth all of the frigging time. And such a little surprising one is actually this philodendron, no, this is a Monstera stendalina, and it is doing its thing. I have to clean my makeup brushes, so that's why they're out here. I'm super proud of my Hoya rotundiflora. This is backlit, so the lighting's not the best, but if you kind of like peek in here a little bit, you see these little tiny thing right here is new growth, and there's some new growth happening like here. So happy about that. This plant just never stops freaking growing. So thank you so much, my salty pecans, for watching this video. If you liked it, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up and sharing. Subscribe if you aren't already. Join this little kooky family because we're pretty awesome here. Become a salty pecan, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified every single time I upload a new video. And I will see you on the next one. Let's get growing. Bye.